before I go in this evening to work. I have to work my second job today. I was hoping, I don't know, I'm going to have to try to talk to my supervisor. Good morning. How my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this morning? How you all doing? Welcome or welcome back to another vlog. This is a new start of a new video. How you all doing? Um, I'm just sitting here. I don't know, my skin. Let me take these glasses out. My skin, no, it's just, I'm gonna have to figure this thing out with all this dryness. It's like, I don't know, when you constantly washing your hands a lot because you have to wash them when you're touching, if you're touching surfaces like taking trash out or, I notice especially at work when I take a lot of trash out, my hands seem to start getting real dry. And I noticed this morning, well, it's still morning time. I'm kind of embracing my morning. Before I go in this evening to work, I have to work my second job today. I was hoping, I don't know, I'm gonna have to try to talk to my supervisor with my second job because you just can't change people schedule. Like when you schedule someone to work and you schedule them for this specific time, you can't keep constantly updating their schedule, and changing it. You don't know what people might have going on, or if they have something to do after work. Because originally I was supposed to go in this evening at 4 p.m. and work from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. at night. I just check my email because I always normally check my emails. I check them daily, just for my personal use to make sure, because I have people reaching out. Like I said, my daughter's school reach out to me, and things of that nature, and just checking my emails daily because someone, it might be something that I need to know what's going on. But yeah, and I've been using this. My daughter had got like this for since I'm getting low on this. I'm not gonna use this on my face. I probably have to end up doing me a small Instacart probably by the end of this week or maybe one day next week. And I've just been using this on my hands. But yeah, my face know it been really, really dry lately. Like I say, I woke up this morning and got up and went to the went to my ladies' room. Went to the bathroom and noticed that my face, like my skin was very, very, very dry. And I'm like, man, this is not normal for my face to be this dry like this. So I'm gonna have to, cause I think I was telling you all, I still been using the Cetaphil facial cream cleanser on my face, as well as I had bought when I had went to the beauty supply store. Back here, I had to stock up on my makeup, like my foundation, but my foundation came from when I ordered from eBay, so I had just basically ordered like two concealers and that had came. But yeah, when I went to the beauty supply, I had purchased some of that Ambi face soap that I used to use back in the day. So it's like I've been using both of those to try to get my skin back clear. But I noticed my face be so dry, and I've been putting the serum on there, and I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, I've been trying to use that and see what that help get my skin back to normal or whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna just like I said, just keep it moisturized with that and lotion. Cause like I said, my face ain't never been that dry. Like it was all up in here, was just really, really dry, like white and flaky. I'm like, man, what's going on? But yeah, I'm gonna have to have a talk about my schedule because you can't keep changing people's schedules like that. Like people, employees, we do have lives outside of work, and we just can't be all of a sudden you give us a specific schedule to be there, but then you constantly keep changing it and you changing it and not informing, through a text or letting people know. Like, it's just lack of communication, and I don't like that. Not saying that I have anything planned because it's late at night. Most of the time I like to be at home at night unless if I have to work a banquet. But sometimes when you work in banquets, this either even at the first job, sometimes I might work a late banquet there too. It just depends on what these people scheduling their time for. The people that booking events, sometimes they might have like a late party, and the supervisors are scheduled based on the service needs for those particular events. But you just can't up and change people's schedule like that. Because I do have to work both jobs tomorrow. Like, I have to work the banquet at my first job tomorrow. Then once I leave there, I go back to this job, which I'm currently got to go to this evening. So I was just sitting here before I tuned in with you out. I was doing some journaling, and I feel like journaling really been helping me lately to get my thoughts out. And I also was listening. Well, I haven't watched a podcast yet. I might try to catch up on a couple YouTube videos, and you know, and before it's time for me to get ready for work. And I was just sitting here. Like I said, I always embrace my mornings, and I did some journaling. And the journaling, the question that I chose for the topic of the day out of my journaling is about your mornings. Like, how do you find what you define as a cozy morning or a soft morning for you? And with me, it's just real simple. When I start my morning off reading my Bible or listen to some type of motivation, a scripture that really encourages or inspire me to do better, in life. Because a lot of the scriptures that I was directed to or redirected to, I have already highlighted them in my Bible, my physical Bible. So sometimes I go back and revisit those scriptures. Let me get this comb, because this hair, I don't know, these wigs just... It seems like the hair, these wigs and hair you buy nowadays, they, even though it say human hair, they just shed it. I knew it was something I was supposed to do when I was... But yeah, this question was really... It was really a not hard question for me to answer with my journaling. But I embrace, like I say, when I be able to just have that me time to myself, because I find my mornings therapeutic anyway. Unless I might have to work the mornings on both of my jobs, or on one of the days if I might have to work a morning, I don't have time. But I still try to, because I usually take my tablet with me when I have to book a lift for some when I'm leaving work. So before it's time for me to clock in, either one of my jobs, I just read something something just motivate me. I just say motivation really does help, give you that boost and just start the day off on a positive setting. But yeah, so I was see, it supposed to be real human hair, but it sheds. I'm so glad I ordered this. When I say this unit came with so much, it came with this comb, it came with stocking caps, it came with lashes. I ended up giving the lashes away, the mink lashes. I don't know, I think I was mentioning this to you. I don't like for my lashes to be looking too dramatic. Like, I don't know, I when I'm doing my lashes and makeup routines or whatever, I kind of be want to go more for a natural look. I don't be wanting nothing too dramatic for me. So I end up giving the lashes away to someone that I know that's going to use them. But yeah, I don't. They was cute, but they was more like a dramatic. And then the clusters that I got, they're not like a dramatic. Ooh, this wig, no, it's shit out of hair. I'm gonna have to sweep my rug out. Like, look, all that hair came. It's probably how I see all that hair came out, just shedding. But I need to give me some rods too. Need to go back and try to order me or do an Instacart one day again with Five Below and get some of them flexi rods, because I know they sell them at Five Below. Yeah, that hair really needed to be kind of calm. I might try to put some curls in it later on, or when I flat iron it, just curled it up or whatever. But yeah, I can't even get my words out because I'm just. like I say, it's always something. But other than that, like I say, my morning start now great. Besides, the text I get. I mean, not the text, the time it changed. So I said it's just. I'm telling you, that's one reason why I'm learning every day now. Just use the jobs for my benefits and use them till I can do better for myself, and also till I decide on what I really want to do far as my career area, because I'm still deciding on that. And I feel like, in the times we live, I ain't gonna say times where everybody know what's best for them, and it's never too late to start over. And like I say, life is challenging and life is not easy, but I know you're gonna go through some things in life, and it's about progression and how you can do better and learn from the mistakes that you might have made, but also you still trying to figure it out, because I know sometimes you can be listening to so much, you consume or take in so much advice that it make you feel like you're not doing enough, but you have to do what's best for you. Like I say, even though I have a degree in college, it took me 4 years to graduate, but I have a degree and a certificate. But nowadays, not too many people is working in the field that they went to school for. It just That's how hard it is now, because so many companies are cutting back, and they are. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So I just try to try to do the best I can and just go along. I ain't gonna say go along with something that I feel like ain't right, because I will speak up for myself. There's one thing about me: when something I feel like something not right, I'm gonna speak up or pull, some the people that's in charge or whoever make, to the side and tell them, hey, this not, that one thing I will do. I'm not gonna just let nobody walk all over me, but I know you have to start from somewhere. But like I say, in the times we living in now, you have to do what you can to get to, and sometimes do what you can to get to where you're trying to go, until things get better or progress. But yeah, and I made my coffee. I ended up, when I say instant coffee is so strong, the instant coffee, it is what's that, the Max, this the Maxwell. I ended up putting like a little teaspoon. I didn't show y'all when I made this, because I feel like y'all see me make iced coffee all the time in a lot of my videos. Like I said, I just did a morning routine or slow morning in my life video that I just uploaded yesterday, and y'all saw me probably in that video. But yeah, my iced coffee, it hits every time. But like I say, that instant coffee is really strong. So I feel like one little teaspoon, or like little teaspoon of that, and then add that hot water, you be good to go. But yeah, it's really good, but it is kind of strong. I just ended up adding some of the little white chocolate mocha coffee milk creamer in, and then yeah, it's been good, my go-to. So yeah, I just want to kind of start this vlog off. You all might see me later on in the vlog. I'm thinking about, I might just make this like a day in my life, where you all just see me probably get ready for work or get ready with me. I feel like I haven't did a morning. Well, not a morning. I haven't did a get ready with me in a while. So I probably come back on camera and talk to you all and just show y'all me getting ready for work. Good evening. How my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this evening? How you all doing? Welcome or welcome back to another day in this vlog. How you all doing? I just made it home probably good maybe 15 well 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes. I'm gonna say 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. As you all can see, I'm still in my uniform. I actually had to work both my jobs today. And so these last couple of days when I had to work banquets, we normally for both hotels. I work for two different hotels. Under they both under the same brand, but they're different companies. And so I, usually have to be in my all black. Your girl ain't even feel like putting no tie on today. Some days I, get jazzy with it while I wear my little blue tie. But it's just been one of them days where I'm tired because I had to work both my jobs yesterday. Once I left the first one, I went to the part time. I also, but tonight was actually a great night. I worked my part time job after I left my full time job. It really feels strange sometimes just saying, this left this job to this job, but also I'm blessed though that I can be able to service people. Also today started out kind of rocky. Like I said, the devil is really busy, and I low key, I don't know. I'm gonna see how I be feeling because I do need to get me some self care in, which is I'm gonna take my shower. I probably just take me a nice relaxing shower because I took a bath yesterday using that Dr. Teal's. I don't know, for some reason when I be standing on my feet a lot, my legs, and then if when you're working on concrete and you standing like 12, 13 hours a day on the concrete floor, it really do something to your body. Like yesterday, when I say I was really having like a lot of heavy chest pains and stuff like that. But I know it's coming from me putting a lot of weight in. Like this past 2 weeks been really a very busy week for me for both, working at both hotels. For some reason, around certain seasons of the month or a time, both hotels, they get real busy. So in most cases, like with me, I work might work 4 days at the second job, which is my part time, and I might work a full 5 days, at my first job. But I normally usually like to keep it where if I'm off at one, I work the other. But it's like I do like to make sure I'm prioritizing where I can try to find balance, because I tell you, when you're working two jobs, or you really have to try to find balance in between your schedule, because it'll really drain you or how you tire out. Most times I think what really helped give me strength more is, and I know it's not a good thing, but me drinking a cup of coffee in the mornings, that really give me that boost of energy. But we all know coffee is not really good because it's caffeine. But I'm just put some of this on my lips. My lips kind of a little dry, I know. Ooh, excuse me, I'm burping. I just got through eating it too. One thing I like about working in the hotel, especially in the food service in the department, when we be having these banquet events, if it be like some leftovers from the function, I like that we do obligated to get the chance to eat, or our supervisors to tell us we can fix us something to eat. And most time I can fix me something to eat and put to the side, and if I want to bring it home I can, or if I want to just eat it at my on my lunch break. So I do try to find the good, because I know the good outweigh the bad. But like I say, everything have its pros and cons. But that's one good thing I like about it. And I'll say, I'll say also, like, that I get to interact with people from all over the world. Like, I meet people all over the world, people from England, or might come here from Paris, just different countries, and even different states. So so that's a good thing. And me just being able to provide great service for people. That's also good. I'm gonna take my name tag out to show y'all that I was tired. I ended up when I left one job, because really, like I said, I had to dress in my black all days from one job to another. The only thing I was really supposed to change my name tag. I ended up having my name tag from my first job still on while I was at my second job. I'm like, oh my goodness. I say that's why I say it's been a busy day, y'all. But other than that, I made the best out of it. It started out kind of hectic, but I wasn't gonna let the devil win. One thing, and I probably just give y'all the updated, go more in detail about the pros and cons of being a banquet server, because I feel like I gave y'all a video a little bit while back, but some things have changed that I'm starting to notice that can really get kind of hectic and out of hand if you don't speak up. And one thing I'm glad that we're gonna have a meeting, because one thing about my jobs, we don't really have meetings as much like we should, And so with the first job, which is my full-time job, where I work, the restaurant and the banquet department, we don't have enough meetings there, and some things can get really chaotic where it can get out of control, and then you might have employees going back and forth about something simple that it can be corrected. For one, there's no structure nowadays, and I feel like, and I say this a lot, but a lot of people think I be being mean when I say this. I feel like the pandemic triggered a lot of people when it comes down to them emotionally as well, because not everybody is not I'm trying to figure out the word to say. Not everybody can really handle tough situations, or like when they working, like I think I talk about this a lot, even with customers or guests when they coming in. Everybody is not everybody. Some people are very impatient these days. They don't care. They just want stuff when they want it. And sometimes I see that a lot, even when it come down to these banquet events. And it gets to the point, because like today was very hectic for me, earlier this morning. And so your girl been running like a chicken with her head cut off. I get back to work now. I only had one off day this upcoming week, but I'm glad I'm out Saturday from both jobs. That's a blessing, because originally I was supposed to work Saturday at my part-time job, but I had to request that day off, because I feel like I poured enough hours in there, because originally when I started or got rehired back at the part-time job, I had already talked to my supervisor and told him that, my availability, that I can only work part-time hours, meaning that if I can work 30 to 35 hours a week, meaning if I might just work 4, maybe 3 days, sometimes 4, it just depends, out of a week, but I cannot do a full 5 or 6 days out of a week. It's just realistically that's not healthy, because I'm working somewhere else where I'm putting that many hours in, and I'm starting to feel it. That's why I say working a part-time job and a full-time job, you really have to learn to find balance in between your schedule, because you will literally, you'll start getting burnt out easy, or you'll start feeling, having like anxiety, and, because like I say, I have been feeling like that lately, but I just still push through, and today it just got really out of control, because we don't have enough staff. Like at the first job, we don't have enough staff. You have, the thing that I don't understand, you got, these companies, they getting so cheap and greedy when it come down to paying people. So they'll do the bare minimum, but they'll want you to go over and beyond for your position. And one thing about me, I've never been afraid of work. Like, if you've been following me for quite some time on my YouTube journey, like I said, I've been doing this now, vlogging my life for 5 years. Y'all know I work. I will show you all, and I have, over the 5 years, I might have changed jobs or whatever, but mostly everything been in the hospitality, which is hotels. But I work, I have worked at the front desk before. I did that for over a year at a hotel. I have worked as a lobby attendant / laundry attendant. Like I said, these companies, you be hired to do one position, but then they short in the area, and then they add, and then they see if you're a great worker, they'll add on more work, And so, like I say, it's pretty much nothing that I haven't really done in the hotel besides, and I can't say cooking, because sometimes I do help the executive chef at my first job. Like, I feel like I do more than what I was hired to do. But I just, like I said, I try to make the best out of it. And I know he need help, because it's just really sad, because he's doing the best he can, and he just really don't have help like that. Like today, it got really, really busy, like he had to cook the restaurant food as well as the banquet food. We had 2 events going on at the same time, And it's just really sad. But I did have somebody to help me. I had one of my coworkers that normally work in the restaurant was assigned to help me, which took a little weight off me. But the thing is, I had to set up. I said we had to reset. I had to refresh the room. Refresh me, and like I said, I might just go more detail in probably another video about banquets or something. Just give y'all more insight on it. But I just want to just kind of give y'all like a little insight on what happened to me today. Cause I ain't gonna say, like I say, I have my good days, I have my bad days. But y'all know I look at you all because I could come on camera and talk to you all, and I think some of you all really like my the way oh well. Why can I get my words? I be so excited talking to you all. I be just stuttering sometimes. But a lot of you are like, my authenticity, if that's a word to say. And a lot of you all, some of you all say my vlogs, the things that I might talk about and discuss really inspire you. And so, I just like to kind of give y'all like little insight on, some of the things like that probably be going on or just happen like in the, day-to-day basis. Because like I say, my channel still is based on my lifestyle. But it just things just took a turn. Like I'm sitting up there running with a chicken with my head cut off. I got a group right here with 5. Then I got a group of here people that been staying with us for a week. It was 16. Well, the number increased. It was 24. Cause originally when I've been working with them the last couple of days, it was originally only 16 people. So that mean what? Who these cars, y'all? I hope y'all didn't hear that loud noise. I'm in the kitchen talking to you all because who that loud noise, these cars with this music. Oh my goodness. But if y'all heard it, I'm sorry. I apologize. But who that just threw me off track. I forgot what I was finna say. But yeah, originally it probably been 16, but 24, a couple more people showed up for the event. And like I say, only thing I dislike about when it come down to something, when a person like because they had a plated breakfast, meaning that we had to take the plates, and I already put the bacon, the scrambled eggs, and if they had breakfast potatoes, whatever the breakfast is, and so we putting everything on the plate, and we gonna tote everything on the tray to the room, and so it was really hard to get the breakfast out right away because I had to go help. I mean, not help. I had to go refresh a room that should have been refreshed the day before. And then you got the cook. He trying to, well, the main cook, the executive, I'm going to say, he's sitting here. He got to cook the restaurant food and prepare the banquet food at the same time when it's really busy. Like, it's not enough staff. And I'm going to speak up on this. I say I don't care who get mad or who say what, because I'm almost getting to the point now where I'm about ready to let the banquet department go from my first job, meaning that I'm about ready to either, speak on if they can replace me or, maybe find somebody else to do banquets, and I just focus on the restaurant till I decide on what I'm going to do. Because like I say, God really been waking me up lately. He really been giving me visions on trying to, open my craft up. And lately I've been to the point now, because I know summertime finna get here, but it's so much I really want to do from, I ain't gonna speak too much on it because I know sometimes it's not good to always express your dreams. I mean, not your dreams, express your goals until you actually do it, because I don't want it to look like I'm coming on always speaking on something, but I'm not doing it. But like I say, I'm always working, journaling. That's why I do a lot of journaling too. But he really been giving me a vision of being like a salesperson, like meaning that I need to find a product, some type of product that I enjoy. And I'm still trying to decide on which product, because it's two things that came to mind to me that I really feel like could help me make money. But I'm still trying to decide on which one I want to do. But I'm at this stage now where I'm just kind of getting tired of banquets. Like, I'm doing it at both hotel jobs. It can become draining sometimes because and overwhelming, because when you work in the banquet, you have to get these people food out there in a timely manner. And sometimes when you work in these functions, the cooks, like I say, they might not always get everything cooked at a certain time, or if they cooking the food, they might still got to work on a couple more, items to go with that meal. So if it's just one cook, it's only so much one person can do in a timely manner. I meant to say. So it's like a lot of times when things don't come out, like when you work in the function in the event, a lot of times the things are falling on that server, and I'm getting to the point where I'm getting tired of being blamed for something that I don't have no control of. Like, I don't have no control of the person that's preparing the food and how fast, especially when we're short staff and we don't have enough staff, but you all study taking these events. That's why I say it's a lot. And a lot, this industry, it has changed a lot. And I'm just seeing it with my own eyes. I feel like I feel like after 2020, I'm gonna say it like that, it put a shift in it. Like I'm seeing, and I say this, and I think I mentioned this a little bit while back in a couple vlogs ago. I don't know which vlog, because y'all know I got over 1,000 some videos on my channel. I was looking at how many videos I got. I got over 1,000 videos, so I don't even know which video I mentioned this, but I did mention in an older video, probably a video from about 2 years or a year ago, that the hospitality industry is changing and it's not the same. And I feel like sometimes when it's a shift in the atmosphere, sometimes I feel like in some cases it meant to open up or show you some things that was hidden. Like I kind of really believe that saying, what's done in the dark come to the light. I really feel like that saying or speech is so true, because you just never know what goes on behind the scenes. Like you can see the smiles all the time with people, and the joy and the cheerfulness, but at the same time you don't know what these people deal with behind the scenes. And so that's how I feel like, because I mean overall I meet some amazing people, don't get me wrong. And then, like I say, with today, I had to apologize to the contact person, which is the guest that, that's the overseer of the event, who's paying for the function. I had to apologize to her, and she was so nice. She's like, ma'am, you don't have to apologize, but I wanted to apologize on my behalf, even though it wasn't something I did wrong, about, the breakfast coming out later. And she was like, no, everything been great. Everything been lovely. She said the breakfast was a perfect time, because, like I said, the breakfast was supposed to been out at 7:15 a.m. I think that breakfast didn't get out to like almost 7:45. I didn't really look at my phone because my phone was going dead, but it was a little late. So what I did, me and my coworker made sure that before, because they had a lunch too. Their lunch was at 11:15. So what we did, we started prepping up again, prepare for the lunch ahead of time. Like, meaning that we went on and made sure their lunch got out earlier than normal. So that really, they really was pleased by that. And of course, when you work in these events, you always got to make sure you refreshing coffee, and So like I say, I'm gonna go more in detail or in depth. Like we'll just do like a story time, or just I don't know if somebody might ever want to work in the hotel. They'll watch my videos or might want to know more about the server part. Because like I say, I do it both. I'm a restaurant server, and I also a banquet and catering server. So I'm, a server. I've been doing it now for quite some time. So I can give like some tips on what I have, learned in this field. But yeah, it was just a rough day, y'all. But I made the best out of it. And like I say, tonight at my second part-time job, I was a mimosa. I was a wine girlie where I was just pouring, asking that they want. I did this like a couple weeks ago. It's a group we get. They real sweet. They come like once a month or like every other week, and they come here. They from a different country, but they some of the sweetest people I have ever met. And they usually come for breakfast. We mostly serve breakfast for them. They actually got a breakfast this Saturday, but I won't be able to serve their breakfast. I'm taking my Saturday. I'm actually out Saturday from both jobs, so your girl gonna get her some much needed self-care in, and I need to, but I'm just, like I say, it's been a rough day, but overall it been like a great day. But yeah, I just hope and pray that things too shall pass, and that it get better with companies and workers and people that's out here trying to do the best they can, and but receiving the bare minimum. And like I say, I'm forever, like I say, I'm forever grateful for, a job or, just working, period. But sometimes it can get overwhelming, because it's a different time and reliving in. Like, it's not like how it was 20 some years ago. So, I just, like I say, I just like to just give like some type of insight on my experience. Like I say, like I was mentioning one of my last vlogs, I can only be myself and just only explain to you like my how I'm really feeling or how I feel about what's taking place in my life. Because like I say, don't nobody know your life but you. And I know sometimes even when you appear like, I'm in this social media space, I, probably share certain things with, you all when I come on camera, and sometimes people think that they know every little detail based off what you sharing, but I'm also learning that my videos is not for everybody. So I just have to be okay with that. But I just, like I say, my channel is just, me documenting my life so I can see how far I go. This is something I enjoy doing. I was looking at a video even yesterday of me with my nephew, the little baby, when he was like, he had been like 2-3 months old. He had no hair, like his hair was just slick, like little bald head, and then now he got his hair like a little fro now, where he can get it braided and twisted up. I said that just show you how time have changed. That's why I enjoy, and sometimes I kind of wish I was vlogging my life when my daughter was little. Because baby, when I say your girl, and I know I'm just talking, I'm kind of just ranting now, but I'm finna get ready to get out the camera pretty soon with y'all, so I can I'll probably try to edit this video today and get it uploaded. We'll see. But yeah, I wish I was vlogging back then, because baby, your girl had some stories to tell back in the day. When I say I used to enjoy having birthday parties here at the house and stuff. But yeah, but let me get off the camera, y'all, because I'm kind of just ranting now and stuff. I'm just talking. But yeah, I just want to kind of come in and start another day off this vlog and say how you all doing. Until the next time, you all have a great rest of the day. I pray that your upcoming week be great for you, and remember to stay blessed, keep a smile on your face, and never let no one steal your joy. Until the next time, bye bye. I love you all.